Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy B Knox. Listen, the other night I was sitting in the house and I was looking at some videos and I ran across this particular video. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard of a comedian by the name of Ralphie May. Ralphie May is hilarious. I've been following him for some time now. But he passed about 2 years ago. And if you knew Ralphie May, you knew Ralphie was a bigger Caucasian brother. So if I had to guess, I would probably guess around 500-600 pounds, probably about 550. But one of the things that caught my attention from this particular documentary is that when it first came on, he was walking down a hall and you can hear him doing a voiceover. And in this particular voiceover, he says, "I feel like a monster." And he said it about 4 or 5 different times, you know, to the aspect of walking up and down the streets in LA feeling like a monster, or going to restaurants feeling like a monster. And if you're out there, you're not a monster. You just have an addiction. And that's real. Food can become an addiction. Something that's supposed to be good for you can actually become bad for you. It's no different than doctors prescribing painkillers or different medicine. Something that's supposed to actually help you, but if misused, can actually harm you. And that's the issue that we're having as obese people, as people of a bigger size, just call it what it is, just obese people. Because we haven't come to grips with food being an actual addiction. Like, they have meetings for everything else. They have meetings for drug abusers. They have meetings for alcohol abusers. But what about the people that actually abuse food? And after losing all of this weight over a 94-day period, and I'll get to that, one thing that stays at the front of my mind is that, Broderick, just because you've lost the weight don't mean the addiction is gone. And that's one thing I have to be honest with myself about, right? Because I was once an addict, addicted to the comfort of food, addicted to the taste of food, addicted to how food made me feel in my time of loneliness, addicted to how food made me feel in my time or my moments of oppression. I won't say depression, but oppression. And for some of you, it's depression. I was addicted to that. And as long as I keep that at the forefront of my mind, understanding that, listen, you are an addict, not a monster. And you can really put it into perspective. Because one thing about an addict, if they get caught or thrust into a certain position, if they don't have a strong will, if they don't have the courage or the tenacity to push through, they'll fall back in the trap. And I don't want that for us. And I say us because I'm no different than you. I'm just a man. I'm just a human being that got tired. And that's the only thing that separates me from you right now, is that I got tired of feeling less than. I got tired of getting on airplanes asking for extenders. I got tired of going to basketball games with my wife, literally sitting on top of people. I got tired. And that's the only thing that separates me and you right now. is that you have to get to a point to where you say, listen, enough is enough. I refuse to let this thing continue to steal the joy from me. I refuse to let it snatch a life that was intended for me away from me. And that's what you got to do. You have to get tired and understand, I'm not a monster. I'm no different than anybody else. I just have an addiction that I have to get under control. And it starts with you. And one thing I realized is that I couldn't do it for nobody else. I couldn't do it for my daughter. I couldn't do it for my wife. I had to get tired of dealing with certain things. I had to get tired of putting myself through certain situations. I had to get tired. You have to get tired. So, let's talk about 94 days. So, I told you guys that me and my wife, right, we agreed to pray about this thing, continue to seek God about this thing. So, day 92, I woke up and I couldn't walk, literally. Like, I could not put pressure on my right foot. So I tell you this, if you have high uric acid, I would not suggest dry fasting to you. But me, I don't necessarily even know if that's what it was, but I couldn't walk for 4 days. I couldn't put pressure on my foot. Matter of fact, look, right now, like, your boy got crutches. You know, I can actually put pressure on it now, but just playing it safe. So on day 94, my fast actually came to an end. You know, me and my wife went to the doctor, and actually I was going to, keep pressing through it, but my wife kind of got upset with me. So your boy had to stop. Your boy had to stop, because a house divided is not a house at all. So I refuse to allow my house to be divided, right? So your boy had to stop at day 94. But then I just transitioned into one meal a day, which was broth for the first week. And last night, she actually took me out to Olive Garden to get some salad, and we actually split a meal. Like, and to think that I used to have the capacity to eat an Olive Garden meal by myself is crazy. That was just bananas, man. And so, yeah, man, your boy's down to one meal a day. Lost over 137 pounds, almost 140 pounds, 94 days. I'm excited, ready for this foot to heal, so I can just move on to the next phase, and that's working out, man. I said in that interview that I used to work out all the time, and I'm just excited about the next phase of this, because this right here was just only the beginning. This right here was just a jump start for me. So I can see myself possibly on the first day getting kicked out the gym, because I'm gonna just be amped up to the highest level of amp. So anyways, I just want to encourage you guys. I've rambled on for almost 10 minutes. Jeez, B-Knox. I've rambled on. But I just want to encourage you. I want to let you know that you have what it takes. You are walking around with everything you need literally on the inside of you. The capacity, the tenacity, the courage, the wisdom, the strength, and all of the things you need that's going to propel you to the next level. It's already in here. That greater one lives in here. So when you realize that, and know that without a shadow of a doubt, that all I have is all I need. You will, I guarantee you will succeed. It's your boy B Knox, aka the Purpose Pusher.